You used to call me on my. You used to.
What's up, everybody? It's Papa Swag here. Tim Torment. Today we have Aday.
Hey, young world.
Alright. Started off, I have an open letter from Suave. Hello, Mr. Suave here. Some of you may know me as Mr. Suave. This episode of Interview Under Fire, we have Aday, formerly of Funny Farm Records. No matter the differences of opinion between him and his former label, we at Interview Under Fire are still friends of Aday. Even though he now sits in a room with members of that record label, I have become cool with lots of people and the people they have drama with. For me, it will continue to be this way because I don't have time for the bullshit. I have known Aday for over a year at this point. The Shameless video had just come out and I never told him, but I really didn't like that song.
I don't either.
He put out a couple of albums after that with other people that were good. Then he joined Funny Farm Records. I honestly feel that he didn't fit in on that label, not because of skill, in my opinion. Lyrically, he was the best on the label, but because Funny Farm Records catered to the horrorcore scene. He ends up putting out a badass hip-hop album with a country twist. I honestly don't feel it's appreciated like it should be. Now Aday is no longer on the label. I would like to wish him the best. And I hope he continues to make dope music.
Thank you, Swab. Thank you. And I'm
Alright, I guess I'm up next. I have the official statement from Funny Farm Records, the leader of Funny Farm Records, Drew Smith, to Aday and to the public about what happened. And I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to chime in right after I read the first line of this letter. Alright, so the official FFR statement says, our former artist Aday has decided to part ways with us, ending his contract early. Now, I'm going to stop right there because, and we're not here to spread our own personal drama, but it is the opinion of some of the other people that are on the label that, you know, they got in a heated argument online, you know, through a messaging, through Facebook Messenger, and Drew ended up saying the words, "You're done," okay, after Aday kind of smarted off to him a bit about some things, about some disagreements, some business things. And we don't necessarily agree that Aday left on his own terms. So we just wanted to put that out there before I continue reading this. Alright? So, the next step, the next sentence goes like this. This comes as a blow to us from Funny Farm Records. However, we do understand and respect his feelings on the subjects in question. We are currently taking legal measurements to tie up loose ends of the agreement Aday did not meet, as well as other loose ends that are impossible to complete since he has publicly attacked FFR as a label before the label could benefit anything from Aday. We would like to note Funny Farm Records has made a grand total of $30 off Aday, debatable, which is nowhere near the 20% we agreed to. Due to his early termination, we said termination, followed by immediate slander of the label, our legal advisors have informed us he forfeited his right to any income from the contract as it was in direct breach of the contract he signed and makes it near impossible for us to sell any of Aday's products.
Well, I'm glad that was read during my interview. That's awkward.
Well, so
we just wanted to get an honest reaction about it, and like I said, I had to chime in right there
Yeah.
and say that we don't necessarily agree that we walked away.
And I
we're
appreciate
just
that.
we're just giving you your word on the
Yeah.
matter.
Oh yeah. As soon as he said you're gone, you're done. To me, it was clear to me that I was done and gone, and I accepted that as what it was. But yeah, that's what it is.
We're gonna go right into the Hodgeline Bling cards and get through with all of this. Aday, if you would go ahead and pick a card, any card, you know the deal. You can use it at any time. It might help you, it might hurt you. And Corey?
We're gonna start with our first wing, and this is the Mikey Clark's hot sauce.
Oh Lord. Here we go.
It's actually really good though, I think.
That is really good. I'm glad I came with the appetite. Appetite for destruction. We are really good though. They're all like that, and it's kickball.
All right, AD, I'm gonna let you eat while I read this.
Okay.
How do you feel about the attention white rappers are getting in the mainstream currently?
What white rappers are you speaking of?
I mean, just all the mainstream white rappers. There's, G-Eazy, Lil Xan, other white rappers.
Can Lil Xan be classified as a white rapper?
Well, look.
come on.
He's a white rapper.
This is a white America. You have a hip hop culture that started out black, and it dove into a whole other every other race. I think it's multicultural now. Hip hop as it should be. It's like a melting pot. I believe I've talked about that before. But I'm happy for the artists that are out there getting it, as long as they're doing it for the true reasons and they love it, and not just to get some money. But do your thing. White, black, Mexican, Asian, just do your thing. I don't care what color you are.
Cool. All right. So let's move on. Let's go ahead and move on. This one's new. This one is Cousin's barbecue pepper sauce.
This can't be hot.
It's new.
It's nice. Yeah, it's new. Weird.
I don't know
That's
about that
good.
one. Is it? I like the first one better. Mm-hmm.
All right. Aday, who's your favorite Interview Under Fire host?
I'm my favorite host.
Yeah, out of the three of us.
The three of y'all? Man, put me on
I need
the spot
straight
like that.
answers. I need straight answers. I don't need he's good at this and he's good at this.
I'm gonna be straight with you. I like Suave.
Oh, Suave. Mr. Suave.
there.
He gets straight to the point, straight to the question, straight to the root of it, and I like point blank stuff, so that's my answer. Y'all are good too.
Well, hopefully I can deliver.
Y'all are alright.
Hopefully I can,
good job though.
hopefully I can deliver. I'm usually not a host on my accord, but today I'm gonna try to
You're doing-
meet. I'm gonna try to
you're
meet your
phenomenal.
expectations of Suave. So
Meeting them and beating them.
You can't meet Suave.
I will tell you.
Nobody but Suave.
I will tell you
can do
this
that.
moving forward. I mean, not moving forward just yet, but we will have some pretty controversial questions that are for your voice.
Okay,
Okay,
that's fine.
we don't take any stance in any.
I'm an interview under fire. If you go to under fire, expect to walk through the fire, and I expect that. So,
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go to the third wing, and this one is this one's gonna step up the heat a lot more.
Oh Lord.
It's gonna step up the heat. This is Mad Dog 357 Ghost Pepper,
The Clint Eastwood of sauce.
but it's nice. It's nice and sweet.
It's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Pop-Tart in hell. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a little bit more heat on that one.
All right, Aday. Locally, in the DFW, who's your favorite local artist
Ooh, that's a good question. My favorite, absolute favorite local artist?
in the DFW?
Man. I have a couple of them. The underground artists you don't hear about is people like R.J. Smalls. He doesn't get out there much because he's kind of shy, but his lyrical ability surpasses just about everybody I ever heard him locally. But my favorite artist, I guess, yeah, this is already an easy answer right here. Motherfucking FTW, shit. Charlie Rizzo and Big C are some of the most talented motherfuckers I ever fucking met. Guitars,
I
raps,
agree.
We've asked
great
that.
music, great live shows.
We've asked that question twice on Interview Under Fire, and both answers were FTW.
I believe it. I believe it.
All right, we're moving fast because when we get further into it, it's gonna be a little hard to move.
I got
So
some
we're gonna move straight into the fourth question. This one, or straight into the fourth wing. Sorry, this one is Pain 100.
And
And it sucks.
I remember the heat now. It got a little bit harder.
People always ask me, doesn't it get easier? No.
The hotness remains the same. I think it's the how you can tolerate it. It gets better. I mean, it's
Or how you can lie to yourself about how not hot it is. That's what I'm doing. I ain't that hot. Inside I'm dying, but outside I'm fine.
all right, Aday. This is a little life question here, a little personal.
I live life.
Yeah. How has having a kid changed the way your music career was going? Has it changed it in any way?
Well, instead of attending certain shows and networking like I could be doing, I have a better job of being a father, staying at home with her, which is way more rewarding. So yeah, it has changed it a little bit, but not a lot because I'm still getting big shows. I'm still making albums. I'm still doing interviews. So nothing's really slowed down on my part. I got to make sure I focus a lot of time and energy on her because she's everything that matters now. Hi Sky, Daddy loves you. So yeah, that's my answer for that.
Sweet. Cool.
That would be cool to show her this interview like 10 years from now.
Oh, 3 years from now, she could. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll all be famous by then.
Right. Yeah, that's the idea, right? Sipping side. Bubbly
All those Benjamins around.
I don't know any Benjamins.
Right.
You got a lot of friends named Benjamin or what?
Lincoln.
Benjamin Lincoln.
I know
What?
I know George Washington pretty well.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Y'all ready to move to the next one?
I didn't know that.
I think so.
Dave's Insanity Sauce.
Oh, I hear bad things about this.
No, I mean
This is
good-
what I train with, kind of put it on pizza and tacos.
Mm-hmm. That's insane, guys. And they all laughed on the inside. See? I haven't used a napkin yet. I want to put one on my window. Look. This is actually not a good flavor.
No, it's not.
Like it's just nasty spicy.
I like the which we don't have today, but I like the ghost pepper.
Okay.
All right. Here's another personal question.
I'm a person.
That touches deep.
Don't touch me too deep. I gotta work tomorrow. Okay.
All right. What's your favorite song on Roses in a 40?
I would have to say personally, Night Vision 2020.
Okay. Why?
I didn't think that was gonna come together the way I wanted it to. I wanted a singer on it, and because I suck at singing, I sounded so horrible. So I reached out to a couple of people to do this track, and I reached out to the High Moons, and I didn't think they would do it, because they didn't really know me too well. But I reached out to them. They came to the studio and they knocked it out, and they just did such a phenomenal job. That song came out way better than expected, and it was so phenomenal. So Night Vision 2020, I think that could have the most massive appeal too. Just about bringing out my demons and my skeletons in my closet. It's like I can see better in the dark, going through these dark times. Night Vision 2020. So with that, the message and the high moods on it, it just made a very impactful song, and I really enjoyed it.
All right. What's your most the song that you can relate to most? Like
On my album?
Yeah. Which one do you think has the most feels?
Every single one of them. Cowboy Nobody and Rock Gut. Cowboy Nobody, I brought you like the first verse through the my daughter being born and me having struggling with alcohol, and my wife giving me the best gift of all, which is love and a kid. So Cowboy Nobody, that's very dear to me. It's about being strong through hard times, even though you might be an addict or going through something, you can still overcome it. You know, you cowboy up, even though if you're a nobody, you're a cowboy nobody. You're still somebody. Either that or Rock Gut, because it touched on issues back in my past of alcoholism and my dad walking out, where I used to live, drinking on the back porch and acting crazy. And so Rock Gut and Cowboy Nobody, I guess.
Right on. Right
Roses
on.
in the forest.
All right. Let's move on.
All right.
We're going to Dave's Ultimate Insanity.
Oh, fuck Dave.
There you go.
Right there, people. Fuck Dave. Thanks, class.
This is so fucking hot, man. Damn it.
So that is funny.
So hot it started him to a maniac, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Brings the crazy out of you. Maybe that's how the Joker was created. He just ate a lot of fucking hot sauce or hot shit and went crazy. That one actually has a bit of flavor though.
All right. Aday. This one's for your voice.
Right?
All right. This is some more personal, deeper stuff that we want you to voice your opinion on, because I'll be totally honest. When we after the departure of FFR, we decided beforehand that we were going to do the interview.
Yeah.
But we never once thought that we weren't going to do the interview afterwards, right?
Right.
Well, we had two people come to us and tell us some stories.
Okay.
And we want you, because I don't know the story, he don't know the story, Antonio don't know the story, tons of people don't know the story.
Okay.
Only you know the story. We got word on one side of the story. Now it's time for us to hear your side. All right. So we got a word that while working with Andy Infinity, all right, 2 music videos, Night Horses and Shameless, were said to be used with unauthorized beats. Is this true?
I have been guilty of using YouTube beats in the past, and not something I'm proud of. I never made any money off those songs, and I did use those off of YouTube. That was me living in Indiana, not having access to anybody, so I had access to YouTube and I wanted to make music. I did not sell the music. I just put it out there for free and people listen to it, but that's true.
Well, that's not a crime.
It's not,
I mean, when it came to us, it sounded like, you know.
I mean, that's
I got in
bad.
trouble.
You know, I would rather not take beats off YouTube, which I don't anymore. Roses in the 40, I had Axe Media produce 75% of that album, which phenomenal producer, and thank you for that. Ayatollah, Other Words, and DJ Orbit. And those were all beats that were custom made for me. So yeah, I've been guilty of putting out free mixtapes in the past with free beats. I have done that. I'm sure a lot of people even here have done that.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Right. But if it's an album, official album like Roses in the 40, that is nothing YouTube, except for it's on YouTube now after I officially released it. You know. But that's all original stuff. So yeah, I've been guilty of that in the past, taking beats off of YouTube and putting them on free mixtapes. Yes.
So all right, so Andy Infinity, did he? Because from my understanding is he caught heat for it. I mean,
I believe he went out and sucked out heat for it. I believe he wanted the attention and wanted the spotlight on him, so he went out and sucked the attention just so he could post it because he was posting derogatory things before me, before a certain rap battle I had.
Okay.
So he just wanted to, he was being nasty, you know, whatever. People
there is no crime against.
Yeah, they put him on, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Don't ever put out an album with YouTube beats, never, unless you buy the beats. But if you put out a free mixtape, I still don't see a problem with that.
Use Snoop Dogg beats if you know, if it's free, whatever, you know. All right, well that's cool. That you know makes a lot of sense now. Right.
Just on that, I just got the Dirty Bars album, and they use Humble Beat from Kendrick Lamar. It's a free mixtape.
There you go.
It's a free mixtape though. Yeah.
As long as you don't try to sell it, I think that's like in the rule book of that's okay to do.
I have a music video where there's a YouTube beat.
Yeah.
But we didn't play
Stop
it.
Me.
Yeah, we didn't
Stop
play
Me,
it.
yeah.
Stop Me.
See? Well, all of us have done it.
I was
I got a music video and it's
I literally thought, you know, like the way that it came at me, like, oh, well, you know, I caught heat for it.
Yeah.
Like, I had to, you know.
You gotta understand some people's, who they are as people though, who's telling you certain things. I would just be worried of the people that say things, I guess.
Right.
I met great people in the scene, but I've also met incredible people. Not incredible, but incredulous, not credible people, I guess. I don't know, not incredible, but non-incredible.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Let's move on.
Fuck.
Now we got.
just reminding you got that card over there. You can
hold
use
on.
it.
Oh yeah, you can use it right now if you want.
And if I don't use it right now, it's
Then
done?
it's done. But you read it, see what it was. I know there was a couple good ones in there, a couple bad ones, and a couple kind of in the middle.
You know what? I might just use it for the sake of using it. And that does it take the place for this, or it could take the place for
It
it?
could take the place
It
of
could.
it. It could make it worse.
Yeah.
But usually, if it takes the place of it, it's gonna make it work.
Well, there's one in there that won't make it worse.
And that's a stick of wing or...
But you still have to eat it. It's just something that you have to do. The skip a wing is the only one that's going to help you.
Just for the sake of the show, for it to be more interesting, I think I have to flip it over. To make it more fun.
Let's see.
Right, does it make it more fun or not more fun?
It does.
I think it
It
does.
does.
But
Alright, more fun. Here it goes. Ready? Do or die.
do or die. All right. So that one,
Oh,
that's the
sorry.
one that you still have to eat the wing.
Alright.
Antonio's gonna ask you a question.
Okay, look, this is what it is. All right, you're still gonna eat the wing, but one, you get a question that you may not want to answer, but who knows, you may want to answer, or you take the wing, but we drench it in. What are we gonna drench
The
it
bomb.
in? The bomb.
Oh fuck me.
Alright.
So what do you want to do?
So it's like
Question?
it's a truth or dare kind of.
You still have to eat the
You already
wing.
gave me the dare, so...
No, yeah, the dare is gonna be to
Drench it.
drench it.
Or-
the truth
or
is gonna be the question.
the question.
Yes.
I
But
think
you have-
everybody wants to hear the truth question.
It's a good answer because you still have to eat the wing.
Yeah, you can think
All right, let's go ahead.
Pretty
Let's
good
go.
truth.
Oh no, let's not eat the wing because I still have to ask you this question
Alright, let's
Go
do
ahead.
the truth question. Let's do it. Right now or after the wing or
right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, in your opinion, with every artist on Funny Farm Records, who is the weakest lyricist?
Oh, the weakest lyricist? Oh. Is that Kristen Nicole girl still on there?
No, she
No,
left.
doesn't count. She's not on there.
Well, in all fairness, I haven't heard all your bars, so it might be you,
Man.
honestly. Because I've heard songs from I love a couple of songs you got, especially when and they say "fuck you." And Tim Torment, I love a lot of his catalog. Matter of fact, he's probably one of the best lyricists on there. And Nasty Nate, he's kind of new to the, I guess, recording and stuff, but he still has bars that he delivers.
So you're picking Suave?
As bad as I don't want to, yeah.
That backfired in your face, didn't it?
So I'm gonna go with Suave.
Blew right out of your drink.
Just wait till my next diss album.
I'm gonna wait for it. And he can change my mind and blow my mind.
Yeah,
And I'm ready for that. I want to hear it, and I want to be impressed, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I was fucking wrong. He's the motherfucking best. So fuck y'all, but
hey, we got
off for now.
we got some songs coming now. It's gonna be.
It's like, I hope you choke on that wing.
All right, man. We're moving on. We're gonna do. We're going to Uncle Buddha's Flaming Anus. Alright?
What?
This is
What's it called?
Wolfpack's,
Say it one more time.
Wolfpack's Uncle Buddha's Flaming Anus.
That has a nice ring to it. And a nice sting to it. Still stinger in the ringer. Red eye for the brown eye. Ooh. It's so hot that it's sour.
No. This one's just always sour.
Ugh. Ugh. This one was a kicker. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hey, Dave.
That's me.
This is another one.
I'm doing all the personal questions.
Well, I mean, you know, it's for good intentions here. All right, but first, before I go on with the statement, this is a statement made.
Another statement in this
Well,
episode?
Yeah, it's another statement
There's
that.
a lot of statements here.
Well, it's a statement to a question that I asked.
Okay.
But first, before I ask that, or before I read that, what do you think of Bino? How do you feel about Bino?
As a person or as an artist? Or
Well,
altogether?
no, as a person.
As a person, Bino's out for Bino, you know. He's out for himself. And I get that in this game. You got to be that way, but... You know, I was cool with him at first, you know, because I didn't listen to everybody saying that, you know, he did this, he did that. You know, I don't listen to that. I become friends with you, you know, whatever happens from that. He just turned out to be like, it seemed like he was entitled. And he expected a lot for nothing. You know, he wasn't willing to contribute nothing, but he wanted to take from me, like recordings, free studio time and stuff like that. And I had customers willing to pay that I had to put before him because they paid and it helped me pay rent, take care of my family. But he didn't like that. So as a person, I don't like him as a human being.
Okay.
You know, I just don't think he's a good person at heart.
Well,
But I could be wrong, you know. Maybe I'm just callous over what happened, you know, things like that. But I don't wish anybody bad luck or anything. I've even reached out and tried to apologize on my part for making even like a diss record. And he's all about Bino, and it's hard. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I'm glad you covered
It's
those two things because there's two things in here that you talked about
Okay.
in this statement.
I want to say one of the things. Is it true that you use like one of his own beats on a diss track against him?
Yes.
All right.
I was recording the whole Talk of Logic album at my house, and he started dissing me for putting other artists, paying artists before him. And I used their newest song that they were going to call their album Tequila Sunset, and I used that beat to diss him. Me and Tony Snow got into it as well. He asked me to take down the song. After a few days, I eventually did. And but it caused an uproar, but I did do that. And I'm not apologetic for that because I think it was a smart move on my part and it was clever. But also at the same time, Tony Snow shouldn't have got involved in it and I shouldn't have put him through it. This beef was more between me and Bino. It was more fuck Bino, not Taco Logic, so I just want to clear that up as well.
Alright, so after I asked, what is it like working with Aday? Or what was it like working with Aday?
I am Aday.
No. This is what I asked Bino. Because I know y'all did Opus Copus.
Yeah.
Alright, so Bino replies.
Fire.
Bino replies, dude was a pain. Wanted full credit for the beats on Taco Logic, stole beats from Tony and a few other producers to make Opus Copus. We made an agreement Tony would give him beats if he recorded me for the album. Gave me shit each time about it, each time I tried to record.
Not true.
All right,
Not
so
true, yeah.
so and then he goes on to say he had to get a cease and desist letter for using the beat.
Yeah, Tony did, yeah.
So they did get the. All right, so tell us a little bit about because I mean you told us that he just wanted the free beats, but here he says he's actually they made an agreement with you.
There was no agreement like that. We had a side group, me, Bino, and Tony Snow as well, called Opus Copus, and Tony was to make the beats for all that project. Which he did. He made 75% of the beats. What was the question again?
Well, I mean, he said that you wanted full credit for
Oh,
the
yeah.
beats.
First off, it's off top. We were both the rappers on there. That's the thing. And Tony Snow was the beat maker.
Yeah.
That's why all three of our names were on the album cover.
Yeah.
Because we were giving full credit to Tony Snow as the beat maker. Because it was all of our brainchild, all together. So that wasn't the agreement. I didn't get no free beats just for myself. It was for Opus Copus. I did Talk of Logic out of love and out of respect for the two. Until they were starting getting shit talk involved, which is weird. I don't want to be involved in shit talk. I'm trying to leave that stuff behind, honestly. So Tony Snow's we've rekindled our friendship since then, me and Tony Snow, because we let shit go. We have a new EP coming out called Water Under the Fridge, which he's producing, making the beats for, and I'm rapping over. It's just a group thing called Water Under the Fridge, and we can laugh about it now, we can joke around, we can be friends and be human beings about it. Because that's what you do with people that you have disagreements over. We squash it because we're only here for a short amount of time. And you can't hold on to grudges. And I apologize to FFR as well. Because I've said fuck Funny Farm after I got let go and I was upset and I was mad.
We'll get into that.
And I apologize to everybody on FFR, especially the artists, because I don't mean fuck the artists, because I love y'all guys. And I apologize for that, by the way, too. So we moved on, me and Tony Snow, and Bino he just holds grudges, and he just holds on to it. And I wish he wouldn't hold on to stuff, because I'll be willing to let stuff go. We don't have to be friends, but you could let shit go, man. I've already let it go, and he was the asshole. So just let it go, man. Let it go.
All right. Well, cool.
It's great, dude.
Yeah,
it's a great outlook to have.
Like I said, we got those. Those are the two that people came to us.
I understand. That's
yeah. And I don't think it's fair for people to.
I don't go to people talking shit to people. Yeah. By the way, two people in the scene go to people talking shit, and that's always Andy Infinity and Bino. Just stop it, guys. Come on. You're looking silly now.
Well, I'm not saying that Andy Infinity gave me.
I know. Well,
I'm just saying that. I never heard of Andy Infinity.
Right. Exactly.
But
you don't have to ever hear him again. That's the beauty.
But all right, cool. Let's move on. We're on the end. This is
the worst one ever.
All right, this is the bomb. This one sucks.
Cheers, fellas.
Oh my god, it tastes horrible.
I love the coffee out of the spice. The first bite. Yep. That's one that goes.
That's what I don't get about the bomb, man. It's like, it's the lowest Scoville, but it's so hot.
Either way, it's aged or stored or.
No.
Ugh. That's so gross.
Aday, we want you to get more in depth. You can cough, you can choke. Let me go. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Funny Farm Records departure. All right.
Picked the perfect week for that one.
Yeah. So
that's why we do this.
So this statement. Let's go back to this statement. All right. How do you feel about that statement, first of all?
I don't think this was the right place for it. I think it was somebody trying to save face legally, and it was kind of awkward. But I get the legal aspect of it. You're trying to save face and try to get money for lost time or whatever. I just thought it was this ain't the right place to do it, I guess.
No. This was a statement made on Facebook.
Yeah.
That wasn't a statement.
Let me butt in. No, this was not a statement made on
really?
Facebook. This was me going to Funny Farm Records, asking for what is the official statement concerning Aday.
So y'all's part.
And this, I went and got this information, and this is what was sent to me.
This was not from us. Just letting you know, we're not.
That's why I chimed in after that first.
We are not putting out the statement for FFR. Just letting you know that this has nothing. Interview Under Fire has nothing to do with FFR. Just releasing that. But this is the statement that we have been officially given.
Yeah. I just don't understand why this was the place to do it. I guess so there was no bad talk on either sides about it, or
it was more or less just to get their side,
to get their slander out of it, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we didn't want slander on either side.
I understand.
If there's any kind of slander between you guys, that's totally fine. Just not on here.
I agree. I understand. Yeah.
So we didn't know how you were gonna come, and we didn't know how. So
It's
we
just
went that
spicy,
way.
bro.
Yeah, it's not fun. This one sucks. So all right, so I mean,
If you want to
yeah. How do you feel about it? I mean, do you don't agree?
In my opinion, or the way I saw it, and the way that it was spoken to me towards, I was let go, and that was the bottom line. And I got mad about that. I defriended most everybody on FFR and on the Facebook, and I apologize. I was so petty. Accept my friend request again. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I haven't got it yet, but
I got let go from a label, and I felt petty about it, and I didn't understand why I got let go, because I work hard. I just put out a fucking album, a fucking full-length, great fucking album. I fucking recorded it, mixed and mastered, and I got the cover all on my own. I'm raising a daughter that was just born and spent half her life in the NICU. I just got her back to the house. I'm a full-time father, full-time husband, full-time construction worker, full-time artist. And I work hard. And for somebody to tell me I don't work hard, that's uncalled for. I work hard, and I do wish everybody the best at FFR. I just want everybody to move on graciously and amicable. No kumbaya, we don't need all that shit, but we could do that one show. That'd be badass. Kumbaya, I've seen that for everybody. But hopefully we can all move on from this without being dicks about it. I just want to move on and keep the friendships that I made during my stay at FFR.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to clear the air, we're totally cool with you.
Okay.
Have been, always will be. There's no heat between us.
There's plenty of heat between us.
There's heat.
Plenty of that.
But we respect you as an artist. We
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We both got the album early, and we appreciate that for giving us the chance to put out the review that Suave did.
I appreciate the review that I got. It could have been bad or good, and luckily my favorite was good. Luckily I put out a decent enough album to where I got a good review on it. So I appreciate that.
Right on. You covered some of the stuff. I think we're good. So you made it all the way through.
I did make it through.
It's time for your promotion, but before you get to promote, I want to do a little promoting for you as well.
Okay.
Because I did get to listen to this album, Roses in a 40. There's 2 albums out this year, and this, in my opinion, goes for every album out this year, mainstream or the underground or local artists. There's 2 that ring in the top for me, and that is, one of them is Roses in a 40, and the other one is another local artist. But Roses in a 40 is right there too.
Who's the other local artist?
Champa.
Okay,
Champa.
I haven't yet to heard that album.
Champa put out a
the
gold
opening
album,
line,
yeah. It's fantastic.
I've heard great things about that dude. I'll need to check that out.
Yeah, so if you're around, if you hit up Aday, grab an album.
Grab an album.
It's well worth it.
I'm almost out of the physical copies I have, but they're on every single digital outlet there is: Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, iTunes. But I'm gonna re-up on copies soon. But I still have some left, so come hit me up. $10 a copy. It's free streaming on digital services, so why not? It's great reviews. It's realism, alcoholism. It's a fucking album. It's a fucking incredible album. Great producers, great artists on it. Cody Zodiac, Assassin of Dawn, The High Moons, FTW. They fucking got a track on there. Kickstand Classic. One more shout out to Interview Under Fire though. These motherfuckers eat the wings every time that we eat the wings. And this is fucking hot. It's fucking hot, man. I'm crying. Snot coming out of my nose. It's gonna be a bad day tomorrow on this toilet. But it's fucking awesome being here every time. The questions are tough. The wings are tough. You go through the fire, but it's worth it. I appreciate getting things off my chest and clearing the air on a couple things. And I just appreciate y'all having me here, though. Really, thank you.
For sure. Got any upcoming shows or anything? Or
A lot of upcoming shows, but by the time the interview's out, the shows might be over. So all I'm gonna say is Roses in a 40. I'm gonna keep dropping videos. I keep dropping art house videos for it because it's free. I can do it myself, and it's fucking artsy. And I love dropping those crazy, mediocre, awesome videos.
You actually got me into doing that.
I seen that video and I was wondering. I was like, did he get that from me?
I did.
Motherfucker.
I've been doing different takes.
And it works though because people would rather see you than just lyrics on the screen.
Yeah.
They want to see your face, see your
visual,
movements.
the visual has gone a lot further than any of my tracks.
And it will, and it does.
So,
Hopefully I set a trend with
it's a
that.
great.
I'm a trendsetter.
Yes.
Aday the
It's a great
trendsetter. That's
idea.
my new name.
hey, I just want to let you know that when, like early on when I first met Antonio, he sent me a Triller video, and it was
Right?
It was,
it was actually fucking awesome.
he was actually singing one of my just letting you know. Yo soy monstro. That's
Triller does it. Triller's free. Download the Triller app. I should be getting paid by Triller. Download the Triller app and tell them Aday sent you. I don't know who you're gonna tell. But
all right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for clearing the air, man.
I know
Definitely,
you're
definitely.
you're surrounded by
FFR.
so
It's
like,
kind of awkward. I got thrown into lines then with 4 FFR artists after I was let go from the label. And I thought I was working into an ambush, but y'all guys have been nothing but gracious and nice and good, great fucking people like you always are. So I don't know why I expected anything different.
We just wanted to get to the bottom of everything is all.
I'm sure everybody else does too. It happened quickly. I was there, and then I was gone.
Something we can put out to the people. They can take whatever they want to
Take
from
what you
it.
want
We can
from
be
it,
done
yeah.
with it. You know?
We don't do that.
all right, well, everybody.
Oh, happy St. Patty's Day. It's gonna be late when you see this day.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's St. Patty's Day right now.
Today is St.
I mean,
Patrick's
come on.
Day. So, all right, well, everybody, this is Aday. I'm Poppy Swag, Tim Torment. Keep it burning.
Keep it burning.
Roses in a 40, drunk off of passion, reaching for my dreams even if it don't happen. Americana rapping, rockabilly blues. I cut down a family tree, but I went back to my roots. I'm backwards. I find sanity in madness. I found happiness in the brown paper bag. If you and me, then you feel the same too. A rough mile ahead if we would've changed shoes. Roses in a 40, roses in my casket. A dragon on the bridge and I'm turning it to ashes. I fan the flames sorta like a barbecue. To kickstart my heart, yeah, that's word of Motley Crue. I'm a fool, and I never try to mask it. I'm a rolling stone who got the satisfaction. A beautiful distraction really came through. I sold myself a lie and it really came true. That's roses in a 40. 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 Roses in a 40. It's beauty in the ugly. It's rain falling down and my shoes are getting muddy. I don't wanna go inside, I wanna drink in the rain while I'm moving to the music that's infused in my brain. I won't talk about how my mama never loved me or the dad I never had while I'm asking where was he. I got a different purpose, another song to sing. A daughter, I got a father, I will never be the same. I'm changed. So people try and judge me, I won't let it affect me. No, I won't let it budge me. I'll just smile while people think I'm strange, cause I never thought the hard times would ever change. The times I felt discouraged, nourished and unlucky, unhappy, so mad, so shitty and so sucky. I see the sun shining, now I soak in the rays, and I pray that the warm glow never goes away. That's roses in a 40. 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 Roses in a 40, there's beauty in the beast. The petals fall away and the bottle gently weeps. The night started young, but it's about to get old. I'm out trying to spin this straw into gold. A hunger in my heart, I'm ready for a feast. The way these spirits fill me up, I'm feeling like a priest. I'm blinded by the light, a liquid blindfold. I can't look with my eyes, so I see with my soul. That's roses in the 40 ounce. That's roses in a 40 ounce.